I wake up before the sun again. Window open just a little. Cold wind brush against my neck. I breathe slow, careful, not too deep, because if I inhale too much I might remember him again. My hand reach blindly to the drawer. Fingers find the bottle by instinct. Suppressor pills. Bitter, chalky, dry on my tongue. I don't drink water with it anymore. Habit now. Survival. 1 pill. Then spray. 2 layers. No 3. Just in case. I rub it into my neck like guilt. The chemical stink burns, but it covers me. I hate it, I need it. No one here knows what I am. Not really. They think I'm just quiet. Cold. New Omega in the pack who keeps to himself, wears too many layers, never joins the runs. That's fine. I like it that way. I wanted distance when I moved here. Wanted silence. But sometimes when I'm alone, I feel him, not clearly, not like face or voice, just a scent, like forest fire fading after rain. Wet leaves, heavy smoke, cracked pine. It crawls into my dreams. It coils around my lungs, makes my heart ache in a way I don't understand. I tell myself it's phantom memory, a false bond, a dream, a glitch. But my body doesn't listen to my lies. There's this ache, not pain, not pleasure, something in between. It happens when I press too hard on my gland by accident, or when I see 2 alphas pass too close laughing, claiming. My stomach clenches, like I forgot something I shouldn't have. I stare into the mirror. The face stares back blank, normal, nothing on my neck. No scar, no mark, no bond, no Still, my instincts whisper something else. Something broken. Don't think, I mutter under my breath. Voice hoarse. I pack my bag. Throw on my hoodie. The scent-proof collar wraps tight around my throat. I know it's too much, but the tighter it is, the safer I feel. No one needs to know I'm an Omega. No one needs to know I was something else once. I step out into the dawn. The streets are still sleeping. My boots echo against the pavement. Same route every morning. Bakery, cafe, long walk before pack headquarters. Routine makes the thoughts stop. Today feels colder. The kind of cold that makes your skin tight and lungs sting. I pull the hoodie tighter, and then I hear it, low rumble. Far at first, then closer, the kind of sound that vibrates into your bones. A motorcycle. I freeze. I don't know why. Motorcycles aren't rare here. Alphas love them. Loud things. Flashy. Ego machines. But this one, the sound makes my skin crawl. Not from fear, from something else. Deeper. Old. I turn before I know it. My eyes find the curve of the road. A dark silhouette appears. Black jacket. Helmet glinting. The air shifts just for a second and a wave of scent rushes toward me. Faint. So faint, but real. Cinnamon. Pine. Smoke. Rain. My chest burns. No. No, no, no. Not here. I clutch my collar. Press it tight. Heart pounding so loud it drowns the world. The motorcycle stops. Not far. Maybe 2 shops down. He steps off. Slow. Measured. Like he's done this before. Helmet comes off. I can't see his face clearly. The light is behind him. But I see the outline. The sharp jaw. The way he breathes. Controlled. Like he's searching for something. I turn fast. Walk the other way. Fast steps. Don't run. Running draws attention. But every step feels heavier. Why now? Why here? I just wanted peace. Wanted silence. My scent suppressor should be strong enough. Triple layer. Why did I feel his scent? No one should make me react like that. No one. Unless he's the one I forgot. But I shouldn't think that. I can't think that. They told me the bond was false. That it was just fever. That it was dangerous. They told me he left. That I'd imagined everything. And I believed them. I had to. But now, my legs give a little as I turn the corner. I lean against the wall. Press my face into my sleeve. I breathe through the fabric. Still shaking. Why now? After all these years, why does my gland throb like it remembers something I can't? I whisper to myself. It's nothing. Just a scent trigger. Just a stranger. But my body doesn't believe me. I feel the echo of a bite that shouldn't exist. I feel my chest tighten like I'm missing something important. And worst of all, I feel this pull, like something in me finally woke up hungry. I thought I was no alpha, no bond, no weakness. But then he came. At dawn. On a motorcycle. And my body remembered. Even if my mind didn't. Even if I begged it not to. Even if I thought I buried it forever. I think I was wrong. I think he's here. And I don't know if I want to run or collapse into him and break. The bell above the cafe door chimed soft. But in my chest it echoed like thunder. I didn't look up at first. My hands were busy with mugs, fingers trembling slightly from the heat that hadn't left me since morning. It clung to my skin, sticky under the collar of my hoodie. The scent blockers hadn't settled right today. My glands pulsed beneath the tight fabric, like something underneath was waking up again. Hungry, alert, and then I smelled it. Not coffee, not cinnamon rolls, not milk foam. Cinnamon, firewood, rain, and mint. Sharp, wild mint. Like breath against frost. It hit me before my eyes even reached him. My lungs collapsed. My knees followed. Almost, the tray slipped in my hand, cups clinking, spilling. My boss shouted something from the back, but her voice was underwater. He stepped in like the cold, like leather thunder. He didn't glance around like a newcomer. No hesitation, his eyes scanned, slow, unblinking. Like he knew what he came for. Tall frame, shoulders sharp like a blade wrapped in black. Black jacket, torn at the cuffs. His helmet hung from 2 fingers, like it weighed nothing. The scar on his neck, my eyes got stuck there. A bite mark, old healed, but never claimed. My heart stuttered. My throat burned. That scent, his scent, was familiar in a way that hurt. It clawed at the back of my brain, trying to dig through the fog they planted there. It wrapped around my skin, made my glands scream beneath the suppressant collar. I turned my face away. Fast. Too fast. No. No. This couldn't happen. Not here. Not again. I was safe. I was safe. Why does he feel like danger and comfort? Why does every cell in me whisper his name but my memory stays blank? He ordered something, I didn't hear what. My heartbeat drowned everything else. I moved to the back room, locked the door, pressed my body against the cold wall. My breath came shallow, shaking. My suppressants, they weren't working. I sprayed more under my chin, pressed the collar tighter until it bruised, but the scent had already wormed into me. I could still feel it, licking up my spine, flooding my chest, pooling heat between my hips. Why does my body react like this? Why does my mouth taste like grief? Who is he? I whispered to myself. My voice broke in the middle. I don't know him. I've never seen him. And yet, I feel like I already lost him once. I stayed hidden for 10 minutes, maybe more, pretended to sort stock, pretended my hands weren't trembling, that my stomach wasn't twisting with something close to yearning, or fear, or both. When I finally came out, he was gone. But his scent still lingered, soft, almost teasing, like he left it for me. I walked to the counter and saw his cup. He hadn't touched it, but he had left something else. A glove, black, worn out, finger torn at the edge. It sat there like a memory that wasn't mine. I touched it, just 2 fingers, my knees almost gave out. That scent, raw, biting. It rushed into me like a secret I wasn't supposed to know. My collar burned, my gland throbbed. I dropped the glove like it had burned me. I ran to the bathroom, locked the door again. I looked into the mirror and the person looking back at me wasn't whole. Pale skin flushed red, neck damp, lips bitten. I looked like someone in preheat, but I wasn't. I shouldn't be. Suppressants were supposed to protect me. My past was supposed to be gone. So why do I feel like I've been found? Why does it feel like he found me? I sat on the toilet lid, shaking. My breath fogged the mirror from here. My hands pressed between my knees, trying to ground, trying to forget, but his scent was inside me now. And I couldn't get it out. I didn't know his name, but my body knew his soul. My hands were shaking again. The cup slipped from my grip and shattered on the floor, but I couldn't move. My skin was burning, from the inside. like something had cracked open beneath my ribs and spilled fire into my veins. It started slow, a low hum under my skin. I thought it was just panic, just his scent again lingering in the walls, crawling into my throat. But then the heat surged. Not emotional heat, not embarrassment, real heat. Suppressant broke. I felt it snap like glass inside my gland. No. No, no, no. Not here. Not now. I stumbled back, my legs barely working. The hallway behind the bar felt too far. My knees buckled. My back hit the shelf. Bottles clinked. My body curled in on itself as the scent poured out of me. Raw, unfiltered, desperate. I couldn't stop it. I bit down on my sleeve, trying to muffle the sounds coming out of my mouth. My body was overheating. My breath shallow. My collar soaked in sweat. I clawed at it. It was choking me now. My mind screamed for help. Pack doctor. Anyone. Anyone but footsteps. Heavy. Familiar. Too familiar. I didn't want to look, but I did. He stood there, in the narrow corridor, his silhouette cut through the hazy fluorescent lights like a shadow too big to ignore. That scent, it hit me again, stronger this time. My body responded like it remembered, like it was made to fit him. I wanted to crawl away, but I couldn't move. I whispered, "Don't come closer," but my voice cracked. It sounded like begging. He didn't listen. He moved slowly like he knew exactly what I was, what I needed, like my scent had already told him everything. I turned my face to the wall. Tears burned in my eyes. This isn't. I'm not ready, I said, barely audible. But his hand touched my shoulder, warm, grounding, terrifying. "Don't move," he said. His voice, it shattered me. It wasn't soft. It wasn't cruel. It was full. Weighted. Like he'd waited too long to speak it again. My gland pulsed against my neck, begging. My hips shifted without meaning to. My body betrayed every defense. I shook under his palm. "Stop," I whimpered. "I don't know you," but my sense said otherwise. He kneeled beside me. His fingers brushed the collar aside. My skin was exposed now, bare and burning. I felt his breath ghost over my neck. "You're burning," he said. "Suppressor's gone." "I know," I said, voice broken. "I have to help." "No." But I didn't stop him. Because my body was crying for him. Because somewhere, deep inside, something was waking up that wanted to be claimed. His lips were too close. His scent flooded my senses, cinnamon and mint and forest smoke. I felt him hesitate. Then, the bite. Deep, sharp, right on my gland. I gasped. Then screamed. Pain tore through me, but underneath it, euphoria. Like my body had been waiting years for this exact pain. This exact moment. My back arched. My nails dug into his jacket. My legs trembled violently as the bond surged through my bloodstream like lightning. I cried out again. This time softer. His arms held me tighter. The bond didn't just connect. It remembered. I saw flashes just for a second. Rain. Moonlight. Blood. Him. Me. Together. Broken. Separated. Then gone. My chest caved in from the weight of it. He pulled back. Eyes dark. Lips stained with me. I stared at him. My vision foggy. "You bit me," I whispered. "I didn't mean to," he said. "You were—" "I know." I cut him off. But my voice was trembling. My neck throbbed with the mark. It wasn't fully sealed. Involuntary, but still there. My body had responded to it like it belonged. I curled into myself, ashamed. My scent thick in the air, sweet and submissive and ruined. He didn't speak. I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. Instead, I said, "It felt like before." He looked at me, and for a second, I thought I saw guilt in his eyes. Real raw guilt. Like maybe he knew what I was starting to remember, and chose not to say it. I woke up choking on air that didn't belong to me. My breath came sharp, like I'd been underwater too long. My throat was dry, lips cracked, skin cold, but my body still burned inside. The room swayed as I opened my eyes. The lights above buzzed, blurry. My shirt clung to my chest, damp with sweat. Every part of me throbbed, like my bones had been remade in heat. Something heavy was draped over me. I blinked. The jacket. His jacket. It smelled like fire and mint and old pain. It smelled like him. I reached up slowly, fingers trembling. Touched my neck. The skin was tender, bruised, swollen. His mark was there, fresh, raw, not sealed, but enough. I didn't remember how we got to the back room. My head was fog. But my body remembered everything. My scent was still thick in the air. Vulnerable, exposed. Shame curled in my chest, but under that, something deeper. A pull. A need I didn't understand. No, not just need recognition. Then it started. The flashes. Not dreams. Not hallucinations. Memories. They hit like rain. Sudden, heavy, endless. Me smiling. Younger. Freer. Him. Still tall. Still quiet but softer. Eyes full of something I couldn't name. We were in a forest. Pine needles under bare feet. I was laughing. He held my hand. The scent of moonlight. Yes. Moonlight has a scent. Sweet and silver. I saw us sitting by a stream. His jacket over my shoulders. My head on his chest. His fingers brushing my gland like it was precious. A promise whispered. You'll forget me, but I'll come back. My breath caught. My fingers clutched the edge of the jacket now. Knuckles white. Another memory crashed into me. Shouting. A white room. Strangers in coats. My wrists tied. Needles. Pain. The world spinning. No, I whispered aloud. Voice cracking. No, no. More flashes. Him bleeding. Fighting. Someone pulling me away from him. My body screaming to go back. But they held me down. They injected something. Again and again. My scent turned bitter. His fate. Then. Silence. I forgot. They made me forget. Tears welled in my eyes. My chest felt too tight. I couldn't breathe. My ribs hurt. Like they were being crushed from the inside. He kept his promise. He came back. But I forgot him. Why? Why would someone do that to me? I sat up slowly. My body ached. Every movement was sharp. The mark on my neck pulsed with heat. Like it was remembering too. I looked around. The room was quiet. Empty. He wasn't there, but his scent lingered. It wrapped around me like it was trying to soothe. I buried my face into the jacket and inhaled. My tears soaked the fabric. I remembered more now. Little things. His fingers brushing mine. His lips near my ear. How he looked when he was angry. How he held me like I'd break. I remembered the bond. We had bonded before. It wasn't just instinct. It wasn't just heat. It was real. They took it from me. They stole him from my memory. Like he was nothing. But my body never forgot. My gland remembered the bite. The way his pheromones calmed my heat. The way his scent made my knees weak. I pressed my hand to my chest. My heart was loud. So loud. I stood slowly, using the wall to steady myself. My legs felt like glass. But I walked out of the room, into the soft noise of the cafe. It was quiet now. Near closing. A few cups left on tables. Dishes clinking in the back. He was by the door, waiting. Back turned. Like he was giving me space. I froze. My throat tightened. Why didn't you tell me? I asked. Voice barely a whisper. He turned. His eyes met mine. And for a moment, just a moment, they broke. All the pain he'd hidden was there. Heavy. Raw. You weren't ready, he said. I laughed. It came out broken. And now, he didn't answer, so I kept walking. Slow. Careful. Until I stood in front of him. Just a breath apart. You knew me, I said. All this time, yes. You loved me. I still do. My chest cracked. I reached up, touched the edge of the mark he left on me. He flinched like I was fire. They erased you from me, I said, voice shaking. I know. Why didn't you stop them? I tried. Silence. Heavy. Crushing. Tears slid down my cheek. I didn't wipe them. I hate this, I whispered. I hate that I forgot you. I hate that you remembered everything. I don't, he said. I looked up. I never wanted to forget any of it, he continued. Not even the pain. My heart twisted. I still see you, he said. Even when you couldn't see me. I broke then, stepped forward, buried my face in his chest. Let him hold me. Let the bond hum low between us, unfinished but alive. I remembered now. And I wasn't letting him go again. The jacket was still warm when I gave it back. I handed it to him with shaking hands, and he took it wordlessly, like he already knew what was coming. I couldn't look at him at first, couldn't trust my voice, because my throat was raw, my chest was cracked open, my mind still echoing with memories that didn't feel like mine, but my body remembered every piece like scripture. He stood there still, silent, like a shadow carved into the wall. His eyes stayed on me unreadable, too calm. That calm made me angry. I want the truth, I said finally. My voice didn't sound like mine. He didn't move. Tell me why I forgot you, I said again. Louder this time. Still nothing. The air thickened between us. My scent had settled, but his was laced with tension. Quiet anger. Caution. Guilt. I remember now, I whispered. I remember the forest. The promise. The way you looked at me. I looked up. I remember loving you. His jaw clenched. So tell me, I said, voice breaking. Why didn't I remember until now? His eyes lowered. Because they didn't let you. Who? Your family. Your alpha guardian. The ones who raised you after they took you from me. I froze. He continued, voice flat, too flat. Like it hurt to speak. They found out we bonded. We were too young. Unapproved. They said it was dangerous. Said I was beneath your caste. Said I manipulated you. I couldn't breathe. They took you while I was in rut, he said. I couldn't fight. I tried later. But you were gone. Moved to a protected sector. New pack. New scent training. No, I whispered. They blocked your memory. With scent therapy. Injections. Pheromone scrubbing. They told you it was a false bond. That you were sick. I stumbled back. My shoulder hit the wall. My legs felt hollow. I screamed for you, he said, softer now. They told me if I ever came near you again, they'd report me. So I waited. Years. I closed my eyes, but the tears still came. They took everything. I said. He didn't answer. They erased you from me like you were nothing. Still nothing. Why didn't you try harder? I snapped suddenly. Why didn't you take me back? His eyes flinched just for a second. Then he looked away. I was scared, he said. Scared they'd hurt you more. The silence cracked me open. I needed you, I whispered. I know. I broke without knowing why. I know. I couldn't hold it in anymore. My legs folded under me. I sank to the floor, knees hitting tile. Cold. I sobbed. Loud. Ugly. I buried my face in my hands and let it all come out, rage, grief, guilt, longing. I cried like something inside me had died years ago and was only now allowed to mourn. He didn't move. He just stood there. I looked up, vision blurred with tears. Why aren't you holding me? I asked. He looked broken too, but he still didn't move. Because if I touch you now, he said softly, you won't let go. I didn't deny it. I was already clinging in my mind. I don't know who I am anymore. I whispered. I don't know what's real. He crouched slowly. Not touching. Just near. You're mine, he said. I looked into his eyes and all I saw was the pain of remembering. And the weight of waiting. I can't breathe without you, I said. He closed his eyes. Then don't, he whispered. I found him at the edge of the border, right before dawn cracked open the sky. The wind was sharp there, full of pine and gravel and the cold silence of people who've given up. His motorcycle engine was still on, low, soft, like it didn't want to disturb anything. Like even the machine knew what goodbye tasted like. He stood there, helmet in one hand, back facing me. I didn't call his name. I just walked one step at a time, like my legs weren't mine. Like they were being pulled by something older than memory, older than pain. He didn't turn. Maybe he couldn't. Maybe if he looked at me he'd stay. And maybe he thought I wasn't coming. But I was. I crossed the line between cowardice and courage with a single breath. My fingers touched his wrist, warm skin under leather. He flinched just slightly. Don't go, I said. My voice broke halfway, but I didn't hide it. He looked at me slowly, like it hurt to do it. His eyes, they looked like someone who had already buried me once. Already said goodbye inside his chest so many times that there was nothing left to say aloud. But I hadn't buried him. I couldn't. My hand slid down his arm until I was holding onto his fingers, like I was scared he'd disappear if I let go. Please. He shook his head slightly. You remembered now, he said, voice hollow. But that doesn't mean you owe me anything. I'm not here because of the past, I whispered. I'm here because I can't breathe without you. His eyes closed, jaw clenched. I stepped closer, chest brushing his. The scent hit me again. His scent, stronger now, not restrained. It wrapped around me, pulling me under. My gland ached. That old mark pulsed like it wanted to bloom. I still feel you, I said. In my skin, in my heat, in every broken place. He didn't speak, so I reached up and pressed my forehead against his chest. I felt his breath catch, his heart stumbling in his ribs. My body never forgot you, I whispered. Even when my mind did, his hands shook. Slowly, painfully, they rose, hovered near my back like he was asking permission from ghosts. Then finally, he held me, like he was dying, like he'd been dying all along. His arms crushed me to him and I let go. I let go of the shame, the fear, the years stolen from us. I let it all melt into his warmth, his scent, his breath. We stood there, tangled in silence. No audience, no war, no one watching, just us. Just bond mates who had been undone. He pulled back just enough to look at me. His eyes shimmered, but no tears fell. They were too tired, too full. I never stopped waiting, he said. I never stopped needing you, I replied. He touched my neck gently, reverently. His thumb brushed the mark he left during my heat. It was still red, still open, a question waiting for an answer. I didn't mean to bite you, he said. I know, but I'll finish it only if you ask. I didn't blink, didn't hesitate. I'm asking, I said. I want it. My fingers reached for his jacket. I pulled him down. My neck tilted. I choose you, I breathed. Not because of memory, not because of the past, but because I burn when you're not near. The bite came slow. This time it wasn't rushed. It wasn't born of heat or desperation. It was deliberate, sharp, deep, complete. My whole body went still, then alive. Scent exploded between us, his mine, no longer separate. They tangled, clashed, then melted. I felt my knees give out and he caught me easily. My bond surged through me. Wild, raw, true, it wrapped around him like vines. I cried, but I wasn't sad anymore. I was home. He kissed my forehead, my eyelids, my mouth. You're mine, he said, voice cracking. I've always been, I whispered, even if forgotten, even if broken. I was always his. And this time, no one would take it away.